What is going on, everybody? How are we all doing? And welcome back today to the latest episode of our Blackburn Rovers Career Mode Road to Glory on FIFA 18. Today, we're going to be playing some more games in the Championship for you, as well as rounding up the transfer window. However, you will have actually missed a couple of games. I was meant to put one of these out yesterday, but I recorded it, and I was having tons of issues with the recording software, with the television, with the Xbox itself, and basically the recording came out with no sound. So we actually played 3 games. I'm going to quickly show you the scores of those games. There may be a couple of highlights in the background as well, but those ones, unfortunately, you won't be seeing. But nevertheless, if you still do enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. But the 3 games that we played in reverse order, we played Forest Green Rovers in proper order, not reverse order, I suppose. So we played Forest Green Rovers in the Carabao Cup and won 3-1 with a rotated team. We then went against Derby County at home and drew 2-2 in a similar game to the Fulham one, where we squandered a late lead where we were 2-1 up with 3 minutes left, and Derby managed to get an equaliser. And then for our first win of the season, believe it or not, comes away at Brighton, who have just got relegated from the Premier League, of course. And we're now playing Huddersfield, have also just got relegated. And also in today's episode, we've got Bournemouth, who have just got relegated. So all the big boys coming today. But yeah, a late goal there gave us the win. It was a very good performance. Williams from left back with the assist was outstanding in that game. But we've done nothing transfer-wise, so those are the 3 games that you missed. You guys suggested a lot of players. I actually scouted out the players and narrowed it down to 2 in the episode that you won't see. What am I clicking on search players for? That's the wrong area to go for. But yeah, well, I was talking about how we needed a winger, and the 2 guys that I narrowed it down to were between Touchard and Sprocati. Both of them have got scout reports coming in, which should be with us within like the next couple of days before the transfer window shuts. But I think I'm leaning towards Sprocati, but it honestly depends on their values and stuff like that. But we've got 3 games today, like so. Let's see what this inbox message is. It's a monthly scouting update, actually. Let's see if there's anything of excitement here. So 66 to 92, but his overall's not fantastic. We'll keep an eye on him. 46 to 60 and a 69 to 63 there for Billy Collins. That's a lot of potential, I think. Oh, do we sign him straight away? Let's see who else we've got. So he doesn't look great. We can get rid of him straight away. He doesn't look great either. And then we've got a, oh my god, 58 the maximum. We might be getting him either. But Billy Collins, Billy Collins looks decent. Potential between 69 and 93. Overall currently between 46 to 60. Well, we're not going to sign these just yet, but we will keep an eye on them. And they're potentially people that we could snap up in the next month. But we're going to get into our first game now. It's against Huddersfield. I think we're going to be playing the exact same 11 that we did in that Brighton game that performed so well. Fingers crossed we can get the 3 points again, but it's going to be a tough one. Again, I would take a point here. Away at Huddersfield. Let's get into it. Here we go then, guys. Game 1 of today's episode. We're playing against Huddersfield. It's away from home at the Kirkley Stadium. I did not know that was what Huddersfield Stadium is called, but it's going to be a tough one. They started very poorly, actually. They're down in 18th position. We're up in 11th, mid-table. So we can't be too disgruntled about that, but this is going to be a tough game. Like I say, Huddersfield just got relegated. It's going to be interesting to see their lineup. If there's anyone that they bought in or players that we recognise, I'm going to guess it's going to be quite a few. But let's take a look at the lineups, then get into the game. There's a few recognisable faces in there. Then you've got Kachunga, Dupotre, someone that they bought in. They've got Payne, Loa, Kazenga there, very quick winger, Jonathan Hogg. Yeah, so it's as you'd expect, really. Quite a few familiar names, but a couple of new signings in there as well. And this is how we're lining up for the game. Like I say, we're sticking with exactly the same team that performed so well against Brighton. A front 3 of Moise Keane, who scored in that game, for Dio and Tabla. A midfield 3 of Dak, Harper and Busquets. And then a back 4 and goalkeeper of Williams, Van Leberger. I'm getting better at pronouncing his name. We've got Lenihan, Niambe, and then Raya in between the sticks, of course. So hopefully, if we can play like we did against Brighton, where we were very solid, we could potentially here pick up at least a point. Nice play there from Tabla. We've got Williams going down the outside, who was so effective in that last game. It's a lovely ball to the edge of the box to Moise Keane. He gets the shot away. And it's just wide. That's the closest we've come so far. Derek Williams, I'll tell you what, down that left-hand side, like I mentioned, in the last couple of games, he's been an absolute menace. And it's a great pullback again. And Moise Keane goes very close on the edge of the box. Plays it to the bottom to Tabla, who's found Moise Keane. We can look for the return to Tabla. That's exactly where we're going. He's going to go back to Moise Keane. We're probably going to go back to Tabla. The 2 of them linking up together there. We've got Video at the back steep, but that, after some lovely link-up play, was a weak cross. Skets. Harper, he's found Dak on the edge, and Dak's come for goal. It's a decent save by the keeper. We are knocking on the door here. Been by far the better team in this game. Here is Whittingham. He's got fresh legs, but obviously not the quickest. He's found Connor Washington here. He scored a late goal in the game against Fulham. Can he produce something here again? Washington goes back to Whittingham. Back to Washington. Chance. Oh, it's in! We've nicked it, guys. It's been a dull game, but Connor Washington His fresh legs proved to be the difference here. There's only 5 minutes left to go. Let's not do a Fulham. Let's not do what we did against Derby in a couple of games ago. Let's actually hold on here. But Washington absolutely powered this in. I actually thought he'd put it over at first. It's a lovely link up with him and I think it was Whittingham. But as far as I'm concerned, the keeper should probably be doing better there. It's it's at him, but it's hit so hard. Maybe he just couldn't quite react in time. But I'm not going to complain. 1-0 up away at Huddersfield. We are looking good, guys. We looked very solid in this game. Get in there. So it's 90th minute now in what's been a very dull game. But if we can snatch wins in these dull games that look like the P-turnated into draws, that is fantastic. It's pumped forward by Huddersfield again, but Ray's going to claim it. And that is the full-time whistle. Fantastic to get another 3 points on the board. And considering the 2 matches that we've won this season have both been against relegated teams from the Premier League last season, that is unreal. A clean sheet as well. It was a very dull game in all honesty. You can see Huddersfield 3 shots, we only had 5, but we found that moment, we nicked the game, and there are 3 points that are fantastic to be taken away with us. So we've come to our next game, which is in the Carabao Cup. We're playing against, who is it again? It's Wimbledon that we're playing against. We've had a message here, an offer from Nottingham Forest for Derek Williams. He's had a stunning start to the season, 25 years old. 2.1 million is value and 2.1 million is what the offer is. I'm actually going to negotiate this. I don't want to sell Derek Williams. I want to keep him. He's been a standout performer. But if Nottingham Forest give us like 5 million for him, we could definitely reinvest that into a stronger left back, in my opinion. So although I don't want him to go, it'd be stupid not to see if we can get a lot of money for him, especially while he's in such fantastic form right now. Yeah, the stormed out. There's massive discrepancy between what they think he's worth and what we think he's worth. But that's what it's all about. He's a key player for us, and I don't want to lose him unless we're getting good money. So here we go then, guys. We've got the game against Wimbledon. We're going to simulate it. It's only the Carabao Cup, not a competition that we are too fussed about. We're going to be playing the first team still. It would be good if we could get through, but like I say, it's not the end of the world if not. And Wimbledon, you'd think, we are at home as well, that we would be getting the 3 points here. I say the 3 points, the win. We do. The only mark on that is the fact that Nyambe's picked up an injury. Let's hope that's nothing serious. Damn, so Nyambe's actually torn his quadricep muscle, which is, doesn't sound good, does it? And he's going to be out for about 8 weeks, which absolutely sucks because he's one of our better players. But we have got Royerson who can slot in that position, thankfully, so we can't deal with that injury. We've had a loan offer for Scott Water. We're not going to be accepting that. We haven't got a ton of depth in that area of the field, so we're not interested in letting him go. And then we've also just had a press conference, which isn't interesting at all. But we should now be getting, in theory, our skate reports back for the 2 players that we loaned up just before, just before deadline day. So let's hope that they come through, and then we'll hopefully go in there for one of them and be able to bring them in. Here we are then, guys. So we're actually on deadline day as we speak. And we've got the 2 skate reports back. Cedric Touchard and Sprocati. Now, Sprocati is the one I fancy the most because he can play on either wing. Touchard has got a value of 2.7 million and a wage of £7,600 a week, 7.5k. Sprocati, I'm hoping he's going to be a bit less than that. His value is 1 million. And he's got a wage of 2,700. He can play on both wings. He's 68 rated. I think he will be a fantastic player to bring in as a rotation option. His wages are minimal. His value isn't like particularly high either. So that could be a very, very nice deal. Interestingly, it now says that we could offer between 1.6 million and 2.3 for Sancho. Before it said that we couldn't approach him because he's only recently joined the club. I wonder if we can go back in for him. Let's find out. Oh, God, okay, so they're not willing to negotiate the price any further. So we can offer the 1.95 million that they want, and then I'm hoping that we'll be able to change it in the negotiation in the budget. So 1.95 million. A deal has been agreed with us and the club for Sancho. Now we've just got to go negotiate wages. A weekly wage of 13 grand. They're looking for a signing on bonus and a 67 grand. After so many appearances. Now, we can't accept that. We can't accept that because we haven't got the money to do that. We're so close to being able to get in, guys. 13 grand. We can't do a signing on bonus. We can't. We just can't. We can't do any of this, can we? This sucks. We're not going to get in, guys. I don't think we're going to get in because of the fact that we're so close on the budget. So I've given him a signing on bonus that's a lot smaller. His wages are 11,750 right now. What do they say to that? Come on. Come on. So we've still given him the signing on bonus. We're still giving him the appearance bonus that he wants. Please, Sancho. Okay, 13 grand a week. Okay, let's counter again. These are some hardcore negotiations right now. These are some hardcore negotiations. Well, client will need to consider the offer. We'll get back to you soon. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before, but I don't think that bodes well. Damn. Damn. Let's hope we can bring him in. Pray for Sancho, guys. Pray for Sancho. We couldn't have offered any more there if we wanted to, I don't think. Contract offer unacceptable. Well, let's see if we can renegotiate and change up our budget and stuff like that. See if we can renegotiate. We're not giving up on this. We are not giving up on this. Can we? Oh, right. He's got an offer that we can accept. Right, I see. So 13 grand a week, 170k signing on bonus, crucial first team player. Can we just accept that? You can't go alone with this, or do we this offer? We don't have the financial means. So what do we need? What are the financial needs that we need here? 13 grand a week we can afford. 170k signing on bonus. Oh my god, we need to sell someone, guys. We need to sell someone quick to get Sancho in. I think if we sell one more player, if we sell one player, we'd be able to make this deal happen. So it all comes down to if we get an offer in, accepting it basically to getting Sancho. What we're going to do is we're going to keep on going until there's about 3 hours left. If nothing has happened, then we're going to have to go in for Sprocati, unfortunately, which is not a bad thing. Sprocati looks good, but Sancho, man. Come on, someone please come with an offer. Should we transfer this somebody? Oh my god, we've had some messages. Oh no, negotiations are over. But we've just had an offer for Bradley Dack of 2.2 million. I think I'm willing to sell Bradley Dack to get in Jadon Sancho. Let's just accept that straight up. And then hopefully we can go straight back in for Sancho, I'm hoping. Oh god, this is tense. This is tense, because now if we lose Bradley Dack and don't get in Sancho, oh my god, this is going to be some right deadline day drama, guys. Guys, this has become ridiculous. Bradley Dack has just sold, so now we have got the money to get in Jadon Sancho. I'm pretty positive, but there's only 2 hours left in the transfer window. Absolutely ridiculous how late we've left all this to happen. But hopefully we can go in for Sancho again. Fingers crossed. Can we? Oh my god, we can't negotiate at this time. That's terrible. That is terrible. We might be able to get him in for January though, that's the positives, but that does mean that we're going to have to go in for Sprocati. That shouldn't really affect the Sancho deal, I don't think, so hopefully we'll be able to get him pretty cheap, fingers crossed. But, oh, I'm gutted, man. We're not going to be able to get Sancho in straight away, but we were so close to making a deal happen. That does mean, though, that we will be able to get him in for January, which is fantastic. So I'm going to take the positives there. We're going to try and get in Sprocati, and then I might try and get in another central midfielder as well. So it looks like Sprocati is going to cost us 1.1 million, which isn't too bad whatsoever. So let's make that deal done, and that way we have then got another another winger, which is the main thing that we need. Let's try and negotiate a contract now with him straight away. He's not on big wages at all at his current club, so hopefully this shouldn't be too much of a problem. He wants an important squad role. That's not great though. Oh my god, they've walked out because the wages we offered were insulting. Is that a joke? Oh my god, guys, this is all falling apart. This is literally all falling apart right now. So because of the failure to bring in Jadon Sancho, Reece Nelson is someone that we had on loan last season, and I think we might bring him in. His wages are 11.5 grand. I'm very unsure on to whether to bring him in on a permanent or a loan basis here, because we have already got 2 young wingers. We're going to be bringing in Sancho as well, so I think we're going to get him just on loan for now, fingers crossed. Hopefully we can make the deal happen anyway, fingers crossed. My lord, the loan move from Reece Nelson has been rejected. What is going on, guys? We're having a right nightmare. We've got 1 hour left. I've decided I don't think we need another central midfielder because we've got lots of depth in that position, but we do 100% need a backup winger, and we just can't get hold of one right now. This is ridiculous. Oh, he rejected. Brahim Diaz has rejected the loan deal, and that means we have had a nightmare of a deadline day. We wanted to get in Sancho. We were so close to making it happen. Oh, guys, we're going to have to rely on some of our youth players. I mean, in the central midfield position, I'm not too worried because we've got so much depth there, but it's the front, the wingers. The wingers, we have not got much depth at all, and we're now going to have to cope till January with tons of fixtures. I mean, like I say, you look at the middle of the park, we've got the likes of Gladwin, who can also play in the wing as well, to be fair. When Samuel comes back, that'll be a nice addition. We've got Rankin Castilla, but I don't really like using people when they haven't got like faces in the game and stuff, does that sense? But we have had an absolute nightmare then, but we've got to take the positive, and that is that we will be able to get Jadon Sancho in January, which is really, really exciting. I wonder how long we'll have to wait till we can negotiate. Probably a couple of days at least, I imagine. Could we do it now? No, we can't do it just yet, but we will be going back in for him 100%. Here we go then, guys. So after that nightmare of a deadline day that we've just had, we now move on to our final game of the episode at home against Bournemouth. Our third team in a row that we played that have come down from the Premier League. We've had Brighton, we've had Huddersfield, and now Bournemouth all in a row. Bournemouth also not had a good start, by the way, as had Huddersfield had also struggled to begin with. So all struggling to adapt to life back in the Championship. We've had to rotate the team slightly because of the injury to Niambe. So you'll see in a second, Ryerson is coming at right back, and Dupont is making a start in central midfield. Like I say, you can see the lineup here. I'm not too concerned about the lack of depth in the central midfield position, despite the fact we saw Bradley Dack. My real concern is that Tablet and Video are going to be run into the ground this season. They're going to be playing a lot of games until January at least, but I am super excited about bringing in, what's his face? I forgot his name already. What's his name? Jadon Sancho, that's his name. I'm super excited about bringing him in, so hopefully we can make that deal happen very soon, and we can get him in January. But here's the Bournemouth lineup while we're talking about that. There's going to be lots of familiar names. Again, the lots of Tyrone Mings in there. They've still got Begovic, you know, it's Federici in goal. Francis, Nathan Aki. They've got Harry Arter still in there, and Sermon. They've got Callum Wilson and Joshua King, which is a very strong attack you would think for the Championship. Kishner as well, who they signed on deadline day. A 5-star skiller on that left-hand side. So definitely a team with a lot of dangerous players. But again, hopefully if we can play a lot we have been, we can get a decent result here. Coming forward again here, Bournemouth. They've got it on the edge with Kishner. Oof, just wide. You can see him using those skill moves there. Ball rolled inside, as does at 6s and 7s, but the shot just wide, and Bournemouth, like I say, showing a lot of attacking intent, even though they are away from home here. Oh, he went in with the slide there, didn't get near the ball. It's come out to Sermon. He could pop one from there. He's not going to. Oh, it's a good save. It was Harry Arter that popped one off, and it's Raya that makes the save, obviously. Corner kick for Bournemouth. They went close with the last one, and we are under some early pressure here. You can see the front three are there ready to break, but we need to unlock them first, and it's a good ball. It's a good defending again. Played it to the edge. It's Wilson, King, and Kishner that are causing all the problems. Harry Arter's linking it all quite nicely as well, but hang on a minute. Oh, 1-0 down. Joshua King, it's been coming. It's fair to say Bournemouth have really been piling on the pressure, and I was just mentioning now Callum Wilson and King and a couple of the others were really running the show in an attacking sense, but they've played it in behind. The gap there is far too big. It's the first time shot. Raya there didn't cover himself in glory, but he still had a decent game up to now, and 1-0 down. Now the impetus is on us to go after the game. We've really got to come out now. Laying it off for the give and go there. Video, look at the running behind. This is a chance. Connor Washington. Oh, no. We've not had many chances, guys, but in the 80th minute, Connor Washington has squandered the best one we've had all game by a country mile. As they sub on Benicophobe, another great sub to have. That should have been 1-1. Great chance. Lovely ball from Video. Will the ref allow it? No, he won't. That's full time. It's a 1-0 defeat to Bournemouth. You can't argue with the scoreline. Bournemouth were the better team throughout that game. You could really tell the difference in the quality of the teams. But I still think when you look at the bigger picture, we played all three of the teams that have been relegated, and we picked up 4 points, which I don't think is a bad return whatsoever against the three teams that you'd imagine are going to be at the top end of the table when it comes towards the end of the season. But that is going to end off this episode on what has been, I mean, this episode's bound to be called something like Deadline Day Screw Up, or Deadline Day Failure, or Disaster Deadline Day Disaster, because we absolutely screwed up there selling Dak, who, you know, I'm not too fussed about letting Dak go, but the fact that we didn't bring in the player that we sold him to allow to bring in was a bit of a failure, wasn't it? But that is going to end off the episode anyway, guys. Appreciate it if you leave a big thumbs up on it if you have enjoyed the video, and I will speak to you all in tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Nidge out.